Hello and welcome to week 15, our last week together here in Psych Seminar. And it's kind of, I guess we're ending with sort of a big assignment, and that has to do with self-assessment. So we have in the previous chapter looking at the curriculum and how it's defined, and there's a lot of really good talk about the course books and the whole flow of the thing. Now I want to look at the skill set. So you have the APA skill set that you're getting from this sort of the whole means of this is the chapter 10 was about the skill set that you're getting related to the academics. Now we're looking at the skill set related to 21st century skills and living a good life. So we are looking at an assignment that's based on that kind of self-assessment. So chapter 11 is on self-assessment. Chapter 11 discussion is feedback on the class as a whole. A lot of that was done in chapter 10. So just go ahead. This is another opportunity to talk about things aside from the course book. Although there was lots of dialogue about that I got out of the chapter 10 discussion. So just go ahead and participate as you will with this one. The assignment, I wanted to take some time actually looking at that here in Brightspace. So I'm going to go, not in Brightspace, but in the actual course book. Let's switch over to here. Here we have the second edition of the Psych Seminar, and we go down. Well, let's go to self-assessment and go through these things here. And the first thing I want to look at is 21st century skills. Now, these came about from research with various industries of what are people looking at, what do people want. There's actually a little bit of moving away from specific skill sets for a particular field because those industries can train you in there. So we kind of are taking a look at this general education, liberal arts education psych degree as a generic degree to prepare you for just about anything you want to do, including going on to another career in psychology or continuing on with your education in psychology. But this first set of skills, the 21st century skills, this is what employers want to see. And then there are non-cognitive skills. We'll get into that. Here is the graphic here. So learning skills, critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, communication, life skills, flexibility, leadership, taking initiative, productivity, social skills, and then literacy skills, information literacy, media literacy, and technology literacy. And then we look at social emotional skills. This right here, where we see emotional competence, belief in self, engaged living, belief in others. Here's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting a reflection on your part regarding each one of these. So, in the 21st century skills, what I would like to see is for you to reflect upon your current status in critical thinking, creativity, collaboration, communication, flexibility, and so on. Each one of these. Organize them in your paper with headings, learning skills, subheading, critical thinking, and then for each one, you are reflecting upon your own skill set at this point and what would you like to do to improve that for each one. Yeah, it's a deep reflection. I'm looking for a couple paragraphs for each one of these, and you'll be all set with that. When we go to the social emotional skills, what I would like to see is a paragraph on each one of these major topics. So a paragraph on emotional competence, that brings into consideration all three of these, a belief in self that takes into consideration all three, and you know where I'm going. Engaged living, belief in others. Again, the title of this being social emotional health. So your paper is organized almost like an outline, just a very technical writing piece where you have the title page, then you have 21st century skills, the first category of that, and then each skill with a paragraph about where you are now and where you want to be. Then we switch over, major heading, social emotional health, and then you're looking at should be the four subheadings are emotional competence, engaged living, belief in self, belief in others. Looking through those. Make sure you read the content that's in the course book that explains and guides through each one of these. And this is an opportunity for you to put yourself under the magnifying glass and perhaps set some goals for yourself as to how you want to get these skills. There's certainly all kinds of, optimism, zest, gratitude. What do you do? This is stuff for the good life. Now add to that the life skills like social skills, taking initiative, learning skills like creativity, critical thinking, all of these things. How are you seeing yourself develop as a person? Taking the opportunity that while you're in school, it's a great time to be developing these skills so that when you go out into the world and you're applying for a job with your new degree in hand, you know not only what it means in terms of APA, but what it means in 21st century skills and what it means in social emotional health. So it should be a fun assignment of just thinking about yourself. What I'm looking for is a little bit of effort in this. I'm looking that you're thinking deeply about these. You don't have to write a book. You could just write a good paragraph on each one of these things and a good paragraph on each area in need of improvement or practice. So that is our work for this week. That is going to conclude our time together in this class. Looking forward to seeing how you come up with this reflection and seeing you in the discussions on the last final evaluation of this class this last week. So have a great week, and I will see you in the discussions.